Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine guidance comes through, what news we can use. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific questions, your concerns, there's a link in the description box below. You can schedule a reading with me so you can ask your specific questions and have them answered. So, all right, let's get started. In the past, we've got the energy of the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is letting your guard down. This feels like not having any boundaries, not even having healthy boundaries. This feels like enmeshment. It feels like being out and about and having everybody's energy in your space. Maybe considering yourself at this time in the past a highly sensitive person or an empath, and really being impacted by not understanding your energy, not understanding boundaries. Maybe you grew up in a family where you were taught to not have boundaries, not even healthy boundaries. And so anybody could come into your space spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It feels like an entitlement to your space, entitlement to your mental body, emotional body, physical body. There's also this emotional manipulation. It feels like, wow, this is like a recipe I'm tuning into, like a mixture of energies in the past that feels handed down. So lack of boundaries and a lack of permission to have your own emotions. And it feels like gaslighting. So normally dissatisfaction, especially chronic or large emotional dissatisfaction, the kind of logical thing is to move away from emotional damage. And instead there's this like, you can't get away. You're not allowed to. There's some kind of emotional ties, probably because this is family. This feels like an origin story, like family of origin. So a lack of healthy boundaries, any boundaries, and emotional attachments, very unhealthy, that make it nearly impossible to leave this situation. But that's exactly, I feel like you're like, I've got to get out of here. I can't be successful in this environment. There's no success for me. There's no happiness. There's no love here. I feel like there's a lot of talk of love, like you've got it so great and look what we give you. And it's like, yeah, look what you give me. Not just that, but it feels like I've got to leave this space. I've got to leave this energy. I've got to leave maybe this group of people, this group think. And so it feels like I'm leaving this type of energies, this type of way of being that is very unsatisfying and unfulfilling. And I'm going to move towards something that is, I'm going to take action, move away, move towards what I feel is successful. And what that is 10 of Pentacles, long-term stability. What is stability? What is security? Feeling safe. It's definitely not in an environment where you are not cared for, not loved. There's not love. There's manipulation. There's permission to entitlement to your energy, your physicality, your emotions. It's like what I am moving towards stability, long-term, sustainable security, being surrounded by people who love me and I know love me and I love them. They care for me and I care for them. They support me and I support them. Shared values, building something that lasts, a legacy, long lasting, like a chronic abundance. It's not just about finances and stability. It's like an emotional stability, mental stability, physical stability. Finding that foundation of what you're wanting to create in your world. All right, in present time, we've got the Tower. Something new, shocking revelation, very quick, very sudden. I'm getting that I'm really drawn into the lightning bolt. To me, it looks like it's hitting either the crown chakra or third eye chakra and the throat, heart chakra areas. So kind of like hitting here. So a new way of perceiving yourself, a new way of perceiving yourself, a new way of communicating. So what does this do? Why is this Tower happening? What does it affect? What's the outcome? So many questions. Interesting. It's about realizing very suddenly and clearly realizing what to not take action on, what is not for you. Like, it feels like you think this is an opportunity, a new beginning, and you get this clarity that, oh wait, no, this is not an opportunity for me. This is not for me. What else? It looks like this is not an opportunity for me. This is not a passionate opportunity I want to take action on. It's like realizing that if it doesn't have joy, if it doesn't bring you joy and happiness and fulfillment, if what you want isn't taking action towards you, then they're not, this is interesting. It feels like realizing in a very clear way who is for you and who isn't. It might be around romantic, someone that you've been attracted to, and suddenly there's a realization that they're not for you. I feel like this is around obsessions, crushes, obsessing over someone, keeping your not being, it feels like I no longer want to hide my feelings. I don't want to invest in desiring, and it feels like I don't want to spend my time and effort pining over and yearning, obsessing, because it doesn't reach fulfillment. I want to take action on things that I am switching from wanting people who don't want me. So investing in unrequited love scenarios, because those are safe. They're avoidant attachment style kind of energy in there. It is safer to pine over someone who is far away, who is not turning their attention to me. It's a safe way to love someone who doesn't love you back, because you never have to, it's all fantasy, and you don't have to go through all the complexities of that happen when you're in a connection. It's really, it's like, yeah, it's a cycle of yearning. It looks like, ooh, wow, 10 of Cups just flew out, landed on your past energy. You're wanting 10 of Cups. You're wanting, and in this image, you've got someone there. You've got the rainbow. You've got all the feels, all the chakras aligned and shining. You've got 10 of Cups. Lots of love. Sustainable love. Real love. Intimacy. Connecting, caring, supporting each other. It looks like you've wanted in the past, what you were moving towards, what you're moving away from and moving towards, is that 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Ultimate security, sustainability, love. I feel like you're wanting it. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. It feels like you're wanting for yourself, wanting to create for yourself what you weren't able to have in your childhood. Looking for real sustainable connections, real love, real support, lasting. Knowing that you don't have to show up just as a perfect, like a conditional love. We love you as long as you show up this way, this way, this way, this way. It's people loving you, for you, and you able to handle their shadow and they're able to handle your shadow. Feels like learning how to, that people don't have to be perfect, that you don't have to be perfect. It feels like learning how to work with like the most intimate connections, the ones closest to you, family, loved ones. So what are Page of Wands? Okay. That came up in a challenge position. It's the Ace of Swords. Came up sideways as a challenge to this Page of Wands moving towards. I feel like right now you want to take action, but there's a little, feel like you're not quite certain, not quite clear. It's challenging to know what the truth is right now. There's some confusion in your thinky thoughts, in your mental body, and so it's making it difficult to move forward. I think it's this tower energy, this disruptive energy. And right now it feels like you're in the middle of a disruption. And so it's hard to clearly see what your next steps are. In the center of your reading is the Two of Wands. I'm hearing, gosh, another song. I apologize for all the singing. I am not a singer. I love singing off key and flat and pitchy. Maybe you do too. Maybe you enjoy that. So I'm hearing getting ready, here I come. It feels like that's what you're preparing for. You're preparing for something. Get ready. You're ready to move forward in a big way. Move out, move forward. It feels like this tower is clearing some blocks that you have moving forward, taking action. What is it what blocks are coming up to be removed so we can take action? What are those blocks? Ooh, past hurt. Specifically that Three of Swords energy. I don't know if you can see in the vice versa tarot deck from this imagery, you've got this person who is looking back, like in the rain, thinking about this betrayal, this hurt, double dealing, third party energy, giving, feels like a breaking of agreements, betrayal. So what's happening right now? It feels like you're looking back on some big wounds. It also feels like it's excuse me. Ooh. Feels like it's these wounds might be wanting to be expressed, have a voice, vocalize them, express them. there's something that you've been wanting to manifest that's ready to come in, but there's some type of block to what you want, what you've been wanting for a long time. It's ready to come in. It's primed to come in. You might be feeling like, I have the feeling that this tower is creating a scenario where you feel like you're moving forward and like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's, is that the case? Is that the truth? It doesn't feel like that's the truth. No, you're coming out of a period of isolation, it feels like you've spent a lot of your life separated, or at least perceiving and feeling separate. And it looks like you're coming out of this separation energy. It's time. This tower also is going to help you with making choices, making decisions. Right now it feels like it's hard to make decisions when you're in your emotions, when you have emotions present. We're in the month of July, Cancer season. It feels like some emotions are coming up. An invitation to allow yourself to have your emotions, to be able to work with your emotions. Your challenge right now is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you might be feeling financially insecure right now. I feel like you might be feeling like you're this Knight of Pentacles, and this knight could be walking along and not realizing that behind him is his horse is following him. So if he gets tired, he's got support, someone who'd carry him. And then there's also all these pentacles following him, trying to catch up with him. He might not realize, if he just keeps looking forward, that he's got all of this abundance and support that's right there. So he might have a belief that he's all alone because he's out in front, and that feeling insecure about finances, security, stability. I feel alone, nobody's going to support me, nobody is supporting me, something like that. And that's not the truth of the situation. It is an honest and genuine feeling and perception, and that is okay to feel those things. However, the challenge is to realize that they're feelings of insecurity and instability and a lack of support. It feels like there's a lot of past hurt that's coming up to be expressed. Maybe that you never expressed. You never allowed yourself to feel this other layer of woundedness from your past, of lack of boundaries, staying in emotionally unsupportive environments. feeling the pain of it's interesting because I can feel how this was not a very supportive environment for you growing up, and I don't think I think it's more conducive for other family members, but it doesn't feel like it's very happy for really anybody. I think you're just very, you weren't meant to fit in. I think that's part of the aha. I was never meant to fit in. And once you realize I was never meant to fit in and be able to work in that energy, I came in to find an environment I would not fit in and have that be a catalyst for being myself, of finding what truly is a loving environment for myself, what truly is a safe and secure place, not comfortable, not I need to be comfortable, but a secure place to grow, a secure and safe environment to be yourself and allow others to be themselves, to have joy and happiness, to be able to work through complicated issues, to be able to have all of who you are and provide a beautiful environment for others to be who they are as well. Wow. Generally, what I'm getting is that even though this is a tower and it feels like you're going through some upheaval, some emotions coming to the surface to be expressed, it feels like it's when things are the most difficult, it is the hardest to remember that wall, that feeling of wall, of stuck, that shows up in a really strong way before it's ready to be released. So if you are experiencing some very powerful, strong, intense emotions, thoughts, and they feel insecure and painful and emotional and confusing and a lack of security, a lack of stability, that lack of stability, that lack of care, that lack of love that you might be feeling is very real, is actually, it feels like energies that have been stuck, repressed, that are coming up to be felt because you need to release those so you can have what is coming in, which is this 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Ultimate stability, ultimate love and happiness. Yay! So this is on the other side of whatever this tower is. This tower is a blessing in disguise. It's clearing away what is not for you, who is not for you, what is not for you. What is the... I'm going to switch cards. I'm getting... What is the possible outcome? Nine of Wands. Feels like you will, there's an exhaustion. Wounded warrior. feels like this is an exhausting process to go through. And it also looks like you're creating healthy boundaries. You're really understanding in a very powerful way what's not for you and creating boundaries. So you're also that Seven of Wands in reverse. You're now, yes, there's a level of exhaustion, but you're creating healthy boundaries. Feels like you come up on the other side with a lot of clarity about who's for you, what's for you, and what isn't. It feels like, okay, that's not for me. I now realize that. And bring in the sun. Ultimate happiness. You see things with clarity. Things come to light. By creating healthy boundaries, you're able to have your own light, to have your own happiness, to feel young and youthful and joyful and abundant and loving. It's like that horse that's following the Knight of Pentacles. You've got it. Now you're on it and you're riding the horse, and it's much easier. It's like you found a newer, easier gear. It's like you realize that you've been walking uphill for a while, and all of a sudden things shift and you're able to walk downhill. Yeah, you're still working, you're walking, but now you're on a horse and you're going downhill. And there's a lot of passion and excitement and abundance, joy, happiness. I feel like that wall behind the kid is that healthy boundaries that you create for yourself. All right, that's your reading. Please let me know if this is your reading and if this resonates. So curious. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of each one of you for sharing your energy, your supportive comments, liking, subscribing. Just it's such a wonderful energy, and I look forward to doing these readings. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.